In the autumn of 885, a massive fleet of hundreds of Viking longships surged up the Seine, carrying thousands of Norse warriors intent on plundering the heart of the Carolingian Empire. This formidable force, led by the chieftain Sigfred, sought passage past the fortified island of Paris to reach the rich lands of the Marne, but they found their path obstructed by two strategic bridges and the unwavering resolve of the city's defenders. At the helm of the Parisian resistance stood Odo, Count of Paris, and Bishop Goslin, who commanded a significantly smaller force but possessed the advantage of the city's recently reinforced Roman walls. When Odo refused the Norse demands for tribute and passage, the Great Siege of Paris began, marking one of the most critical confrontations of the Viking Age. For months, the Northmen launched sophisticated assaults, employing battering rams, mobile siege towers, and even fire ships in an attempt to breach the defenses or burn the wooden bridges. The defenders responded with equal ingenuity, pouring boiling oil and pitch onto the attackers and maintaining a grueling vigil through a harsh winter. As the siege dragged into 886, disease and hunger began to plague both the besieged citizens and the Norse camps outside the walls. Odo eventually managed to slip through the Viking lines to seek aid from the Frankish emperor, Charles the Fat. Although Charles eventually arrived with a relief army, his intervention proved underwhelming. Rather than engaging in a decisive battle, he opted for diplomacy, paying the Vikings a massive ransom of 700 pounds of silver and permitting them to sail further inland to ravage Burgundy. This perceived cowardice severely tarnished the prestige of the Carolingian dynasty, accelerating its decline, while Odo's heroic defense propelled him toward the French throne. The siege ultimately reshaped the political landscape of Europe, signaling the rise of local lords over centralized imperial power and solidifying Paris as a permanent symbol of French resilience.